Tell me about being gay in the military.
Okay. Well, my military career came to an abrupt halt. I was about in my 15th and a half year. Probably about 4.5 years left to retire. And I was going to be 39 years old with a full retirement. And I was a drill sergeant, as I told you, and I was at Fort Dix, New Jersey. And there's an Air Force base right next door. And by coincidence, I met this fella. I don't remember his name. He was in the Air Force, and I met him while I was at the Post Exchange, which is a shopping center. And I brought him back to my room. Of course, I had my own room. You know what I mean? I was a sergeant. First class at the time. And we kind of got it on. Little did I know they were going to have a command inspection.
Oh, man.
And while we were getting it on, I won't go into any more details than that, but while we were getting it on, I remember the door opening, being unlocked, opening, and my command sergeant major walked in with my first sergeant, and I don't remember anybody else, but I definitely remember those two, and the faces, and the looks, the look of horror. We looked up, they didn't say one word, they just closed the door, and that was it. Well, I knew that wasn't the end of it. We stopped, he went back, he was lucky because, you know, he wasn't, we were both cops, but they didn't ask for his name, and there's no way I was going to turn him in. So he left, he was all shook up, but I was even more shook up because I knew I was in trouble. I waited in my room for a few hours trying to get myself together, but I knew, you know, whatever was to come is going to come sooner or later. So I walked over to the headquarters, and as soon as I walked in, the first sergeant motioned to me, hey, in the office, to see the company commander, with him, of course. And I don't remember what the words were, but anyways, I was told that they were putting me on an administrative hearing, and I was put up for an Article 15.
What's that?
Which is a military speaking for, you know, court-martial. So anyways, one thing led to another, and I was given a choice. I was given a choice either to, it was coming up to re-enlistment time. I was given a choice either to get out, or charges would be pressed against me, and I would be brought up for charges and thrown out.
Charges for what?
Charges for being gay. Being gay in the military, and you know, it was just illegal. It wasn't, you know, and it still is illegal. I mean, you know, this don't tell, don't ask, don't tell. It's a farce. But anyways, back then, there's no way I was going to be thrown out. And with a court-martial, I could have been sent for hard time, which was into prison.
For being gay?
For being gay. For being gay. It's not for being gay, but for
being gay in the military.
For being gay in the military. Okay. So, of course, I had a lawyer. I got myself a lawyer, military lawyer. And we all came up with the best thing to do would be to get out, to you know, voluntary and leave. So I was given a general discharge, which is not under honorable conditions. Now this is after I'd done 15 years in the military, 15 and a half years in the military. Vietnam, seen friends get killed, spent times overseas in Germany and Korea, and 15 years of my time. And I was thrown out of the military with, not a bad discharge, but a discharge, a general discharge, which is not honorable. And that bothers me today, because I gave the, you know, the best time of my best years of my life. So I did get out, and I felt like somebody tore my part of my body off of me, because the military was my life. You know, I spent over 15 years in the military, and that was my family, and I felt like my family threw me out of the house. I just didn't know what to do. So I did get out, and I went to work Matter of fact, I went to work as a government employee, applied for the federal government, and I got a position. Actually, my first position was with security, with the Department of Veterans Affairs. And because of my background, I was in G2 and G1, and what I did was I had a little security background, so I went to work as a Department of Veterans Affairs as a policeman in Los Angeles. Did pretty good, moved right up the line, but I want a little bit more. So then I got transferred and I put in for another position, and I got picked up by the Department of Defense. And I felt right at home there because, you know, the military is like my second family.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like my first family. So I was stationed at Long Beach Shipyard and Naval Station, and again in security. And I became a Department of Defense police officer there. And everything was going good, but of course they do a background check on you. Now I told the truth, I didn't lie about anything, with the exception of getting that general discharge.
Yeah.
But it lasted pretty good. I spent about 10 years as a government employee until it caught up on me. And then because I didn't tell them about the general discharge, being gay, and again, gay is still not accepted back then. And the reason for that was because they felt if you were gay that you could be blackmailed.
Wow.
Which is a bunch of bull.
Yeah.
But because you could be blackmailed, and you, especially myself, I had a top secret clearance, and because of that, they decided they weren't going to keep me.
Wow.
So I did get out again, and all falling back to being gay.